Okay, so when you create an ad, do clicks to website, then you're going to drop in the lead page that you created, which is obviously going to match your target market. Before I even create this, I come and I look at the market, and I'm looking for anywhere, if there's going to be anywhere from 3,000 to 30,000, and I decide whether I want to target the 3,000 market because I know I'll get a good response typically, but I also know that I'm going to have to turn that ad on and off, meaning I'm going to turn it on for a week. The price is going to start going up, and the opt-ins are going to start going down. I'm going to turn it off for a week or two, and turn it to typically a week, and then I'm going to turn it back on for a week. If it's a 30,000 audience, I can run that thing for a good month, and it will continue to produce at about the same cost. And then I can turn it off for a week or two. It's just a big audience. And the cool thing is, when you've got a really good targeted audience, Summer, Facebook will keep showing that ad to them, and people who didn't click or people who clicked but didn't opt in will see it again. And it's like anything else in marketing. People see something another time, and they're with a lot of people, most people who are interested but don't click, they will click on a later time. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I heard many times in marketing it takes, somebody seeing something 10 times, and,
Yeah.
at first it's only 1%. And
exactly, it's an exposure. So you may see a big boost with multiple exposures. A week later, you'll see a jump, and that's exactly why. So in this specific ad here, I've targeted people who are interested in these companies right here, or work at these companies. If they clicked it, they typically work there. And I target only English, super important. People who've put that they speak English into their Facebook profile. So this right here is 10 to 15 cents an email opt-in. And it's turning out to be a good audience. So how that relates to what you're doing. And typically, by the way, Summer, like this stuff right here, I'm showing you, I don't necessarily get into with if you're bringing some friends on. This is a little bit more high level. So I'm showing this to you for your personal use, and then I'll show you what we'll talk about more if you've got friends who don't really know anything, because they'll look at this and be like, oh, that's cool, and they'll feel that a little bit of overwhelm, like you might feel, right? But you're committed, you're in. There's always going to be small barriers that push away 90% of the people. All you got to do is be the person that you are and stick with it. So here in interest, so you can put like your hometown. So I mean, if you went like it's gonna get smaller, right? So this is the reason why. So we could go, let's just say California.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do just like North County or just San Diego, I mean.
San Diego.
And I wonder if you do San Diego, if that like covers like if people from Encinitas would see it, or only people that have a San Diego residence would see it.
So I did San Diego plus 50 miles.
Okay, gotcha.
So you've got 1 million people there. Let's say. So you've got in San Diego over 18 who speak English who like yoga, 220,000 people. So I would narrow that down.
Yeah.
So
I'd say people that like Green Smoothie Girl. So you can do multiple things that they like, multiple interests.
So Facebook has, let's see if it shows up. Yep, there she is. Okay. So you've got a small audience in directly around you who like Green Smoothie Girl. Fewer than 1,000 people. So you can still target, but you've got to go more. You're better to broaden it.
Okay.
So
maybe juicing is better, or
yeah. Yeah, so you've got 22,000, and then you can go, let's see if we go essential oil. So now you're getting down, so now you've got an audience of 30,000 who you know are into essential oils and juicing.
Okay. And what did you do, doTERRA? I'm just curious.
doTERRA was pretty small.
It was small. Okay. So yeah, then just keep it at essential oils. That's good.
So and then is that
it's just O-N, no H, S-O-N. Yes, Gerson Institute.
Okay, so let's see if I remove these, what we end up with. So you've got a small, that's a small market for you in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
But we can try like,
yeah, you want to do Gerson Institute, or not this one, not the top one, just the bottom one.
Okay, let's take that out. Okay, so you've got like, now that right there, you could potentially run an ad. So here's what you'd get. You'd have just a couple opt-ins a day. The cost is, if you nail it, you're going to get leads for really cheap, and it's not going to run for a long time. But you can turn on, especially when you're starting and you want to keep your cost controlled. What I really like about Facebook ads is you can actually take the, we've got people watching, by the way, but I'll just keep going. So this is a coaching session here that I'm doing for summer on how to target an audience for Facebook ads. Okay, so what we've got so far, yeah, thanks for being here. So we've got here in Facebook on the right-hand side, you can start creating ads. Okay, so what we're doing is figuring out how to target an audience and solve a problem for them. So what we have here is, because of your business, Summer, being local, we're looking at a local audience. Now, if we took this local audience out, watch this, Summer. So we've got people interested in the Gerson Institute in San Diego. We've got 1,600 people here. So if you took San Diego out, it's going to be, and just went like United States. then we've got an audience of 66,000 people. So here's the power of the internet, Summer. So all you need to do is know people interested in the Gerson Institute, what are problems that they have that you know that you can solve or help them make progress on in a way that's automated and free. So that may be a video that's already out on the internet that you offer for them. That may be a quick video from you, and quick is better than long. No, you're great. If you can.
Can I call you back? Okay.
And what happens is these people, the whole premise of attraction marketing, why this works, is we are taking our value, what we have to give to the world, what you have to give to the world, which knowing the passion and the education that you have put into your skill set, your love, your art. Now, how do you intelligently take that and you share that with the world in a way that people can benefit and reciprocate to you? That's really all this is. So they're attracted to you because you specifically address a problem that they have. They start a relationship with you, whether that's on Facebook or through email. It's not really even a relationship, they're just connected to you. Then as they open more emails from you, and email's just a better delivery system than Facebook because people open the emails. Then when you continue to deliver value, you also offer them solutions. The people that you want in your tribe, in your audience to return and continue to be your customers, actually are people who want to reciprocate to you. I love to reciprocate to people when someone's given me value, and those are the types of people that you want. So you think about problems that people have in Gerson or massage or people who are using essential oils, and address those specifically, very specifically, and you will have people who will opt in for the solution that you're giving. So, like, what's a problem that someone in the Gerson Institute has in their life right now that you can be a contribution to?
A lot of them are sick and can't work or don't have the money to manage their health care the way that they want to. So I think by sharing the struggles that they're going through and their success story, they're making an income to help them to have the success that they're looking for.
Okay, yeah, that's great. So you can run an ad that says 3 ways to create an income that will pay for or supplement or contribute to your Gerson treatment or whatever the verbiage and lingo is within your community. And people will say, "Oh, cool! Free report. You can make it personal. You can you test, right?" But what's cool is
when you say report, like, what is that exactly?
Ebook or PDF or video, whatever it is that you can create or already have or find on the internet that is free and public domain that you can put into people's hands that actually facilitates their life moving forward, that actually they will receive it and say, huh, okay, this actually expanded my reality. Maybe they'll do, typically people don't necessarily take action immediately. I mean, some people are just ready and they just take action immediately. Other people are like, okay, all right, cool, I'm seeing another side of Facebook that I've never seen before. And I get how this works. So, but maybe they take action, maybe they don't. But then they get another email from you and they say, you know what, I'm actually going to take $5 and run a Facebook ad. Now, the big mistake that people make on Facebook ads is they're trying to get a sale through a Facebook ad. That is extremely difficult. And that's why, so people will run a Facebook ad and no one buys anything and they're like, well, that doesn't work, right? the value of a Facebook ad is giving an initial first exposure and creating a connection. So people will enter their email because you gave them something for free. Then within 4 or 5 emails, if you've solved a problem for them and you can show them, like for example, if you're conducting an event because you ran something live to your community, which really is, you know, that's the main reason to run. Here, let me.
So can I kind of break it down really quick? So like you're finding an audience of over 1,000 to 30,000 people, and you're spending about $5 a day to run this ad. You're getting those leads, and then you're using Aweber to make sure that you're doing a follow-up email with them for several days. And by the time they've gotten to know you and you've made that connection, then they're interested in coming on board and being a part of learning what it is that you are offering to them. Is that how it's working?
And that's exactly right. And so never in the process do you have to sell somebody. You know what I mean?
It's all automated. So it's not like you personally have to contact 30 people every day that are your leads. It's that you've set up the automation to contact them for you. That's making the connection.
Correct. And you will see, so you will see that you will see the number of people who opened based on a certain headline, or the number of people who clicked based on the content of your email. And you'll see it's really this amazing process of getting to know your audience, where you may think a message is going to be received and they're going to just love it, and they don't. Or you may just pop one off one time and all of a sudden it's like people are just opening an email like crazy and clicking and joining, and you're like, what was it about that one? And it's a mystery you're trying to duplicate, you know what I mean? But it's this refining process of a system, which is really, once you start to, you know, it's higher level creation to be playing and creating on a level of systems that work for you. Sometimes it can be frustrating. Sometimes you just got to figure some stuff out. But once you do, it's always applicable. Your next level. You know what I mean?
So for me, just getting started out, like I'm like, okay, so here's the things that I like doTERRA and pulsed electromagnetic therapy are really my business. So like, should I start with really focusing on those two things and running ads for those versus like, yeah, I think that, you know, there might be a good market with massage people, or there might be a good market with yoga people, you know, or green smoothie girl people or whatever. Should I try to just like add those in and like make those more niche ads as I get more used to what I'm doing? Where should I start?
So I look at, you can say and look at the whole picture. There are people, they may be in your community or they may be across the world. It really depends on, like for example, if you're doing personal massage where you're actually, you know, you're passionate about your hands and you're doing the work, then you visualize that you know, there's 1,000 people on Facebook right now who need to make their way to your office. If you are like, and that would be the case with your electrotherapy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that, you want to do that personally. You want to perform that service.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
yeah, or people that live far away, like, you know, can purchase it to have at their homes. So there's that opportunity too. So it just depends on how you want to market it. But then those would be two separate ads. Like one would be an ad for people that want healing in their home, and then one would be an ad to like come into the actual place where we're at.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. And so totally independent of running ads and marketing and all of that. Where you start is I have this value to contribute to the world. How do I connect with the people that would benefit from receiving it? So who are those people who would benefit from receiving it? And a really good thing to do is to start with the people that you've already worked with. And you all start with success. Can you hear me?
Okay, now again.
So if you start with the people that have been successful for you, where you've really helped a person, and you can see, okay, I've got 2 or 3 or 10 people that I've helped with this specific problem, where they're saying, hey, thank you, Summer, that was so awesome, and they'd be likely to tell their friends. How do you find people similar to that online that you can create that circumstance for? So that's where you start. And I actually got to hop off here pretty soon, you guys. So
as well.
So sit and envision that, and then what you do is know that those people are out there on Facebook right now, and it's not about you. You're not worried about, like, when you're looking through Facebook, you just don't. You're not really concerned about getting to know a stranger. You want the solution. So you want to be as specific as possible, focusing on them and focusing on their problem, and that you've got a quick step forward for them. You've got the right information for them. And then in that process, they're going to get to know you. Does that make sense? So
yeah, and, we didn't really talk about, but blogging, so like I've been blogging about doTERRA, and I've been blogging about like becoming more prosperous and just encouraging words for people. Yeah. So, so are you directing the people from Facebook onto your blog? We didn't really talk about that.
Yeah, so everything links together. So I've got blog posts. When I see something go viral, I will drop that on my blog and share it. I do a lot less blogging than I used to because now I can afford to do paid advertising. But especially when I was starting, and this is true for most people, you find your audience, you find how people respond, you gather tons of information by blogging. You get clarity for yourself by blogging. But the powerful connection that leads people from your blog to opting in is the exact same process as running a Facebook ad. So you want to think very, very clearly. Like if you're running an ad to the Gerson Institute, then you can also share and you figure out what they're responding to. You know what the problem is. You can write a similar blog solving that exact same problem that only shares a little bit of information, and then you tell them to click to get more for free. And then it leads to the exact same piece of content. So it's about them and it's about their problem. And the reality is, if it's with a network marketing company, you're better off to just keep all the focus on their problem. Keep all the focus on them and their problem. Know clearly who your audience is, and it's really fun and easy to communicate with them. And I, like, all the time, the reality is I'll get nervous on video. Just remember these words all the time, Summer. So you just remember, if I'm being of service, I don't have to be nervous. And you just solve that problem for people on your blog, and then give them a link. And that's why the blogging platform that you're using is so powerful, is because it's set up specifically for this process. It's the only one I know of that's set up specifically for you to be able to make an offer, solve a problem for someone, and have them quickly and easily be able to enter their email so that you can continue to communicate with them. And you know the setup. You've gone through the setup on that. So what you do is exactly the same thing as Facebook ads. It's really it takes a little bit to actually set the technology aside, and then just really look at the person-to-person what you're creating, except it's automated. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what you need to take away from this is every day know and be aware of specifically exactly what the value is, where if someone comes in contact with you, their life is improved, which is the truth, right? Someone comes into contact with you, their life is improved. How? And really, and craft that, create it. You know, make it a something that exists in the world. And the reality is, a lot of times, it's not even something that you created. It could easily be someone else's product, someone else's training, you're just connecting someone with the solution that they need, because this is the information age. So if you're a facilitator or a bridge for that, then that's actually creating a literal value. And then you use our blog, right? Like I'll give you a perfect example here. Let me see. Hold on one sec for me. In fact, we might have to pick this up another time here. Hold on one sec for me.
Yeah, we can definitely get deeper into this. I'm thinking, I just was on with you, and I'm like, okay, what day could we do next that I think most people could attend? And yeah. I'm hoping that this is not too far out in advance, but I was thinking Wednesday, August 6th in the evening, maybe 7 or 8 p.m. for our time in California.
Message me with that, and
I will.
And let's set it up. So that's why. So blogging is a super simple way. So I get anywhere from 40 to 60 leads. Some of those come through my blog. This is every day. Real people come to my blog, come to my Facebook ads, opt in for a solution. Then they get emailed continuing conversations that I've already created. So I can be surfing, I can be wherever, and then they have the opportunity to buy something, and you start with something at $25. Like, for example, the blog and the training that you use. People just buy that because it's only $25. But it's a solution for them and introduces them and gives them the training so that I don't have to keep recreating these trainings. So this introduction right now, what you're going to do is take this, like, for example, in the 15K formula, the training by David Wood on making compelling video. You may be saying, okay, I really want to go video. That's an awesome one for you to get in. And then the other one is in that same product, the 15K formula. It's by Tony Rush. And you listen to that, and your email, the quality of your email will just go through the roof. So those actually those are assignments for you if you want to do video, listen to David's. If you want to just do email, go listen to Tony Rush's. And I've got to hop off, but those of you who are on here and listening, I'll continue. I'm going to continue to help Summer, and I'll help you as well. Get with her, and she'll help you to just get started, so that you can actually take this process. Because I live here in Costa Rica, and I want everyone to be able to create an income who's interested in doing that online, and this is how you do it. So you just kind of break through some of those little resistances that you have because you really want this for your life. Then it's all been figured out. So all the pieces are put in place for you, and we're here for you. So thanks, Summer.
Awesome little video. So I want to share it with you guys. So I'll make sure that I send that out. And then if anybody who did come and listen to this, like if you have questions or you want to make a little comment, please send me a little comment through Facebook or email so that I can know what it is that you're thinking about what it is that you just saw. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you, Ashley, for your time. I really appreciate it.
You bet. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.